Well, thank you very much, Chuck. I like the sound of that. I appreciate it. Well, it feels good to be here in Front Royal with committed, caring Democrats. And a lot of you were there in Front Royal Tuesday night when I had my first face-off joust with Mr. Obenshain. I felt a lot of good, supportive energy in that room, and I felt like we held our own. Thanks for being part of it. So many people are helping this campaign to be a force for the values that we're fighting for. The values of integrity, truth-telling, compassion, and responsibility, rather than all the lying, the greed, all the lust for power that we're seeing on the other side in these times of political sickness in our country. And we're using this campaign to form a community that has a spirit of goodwill. We're building an army of people with energy to press the battle. And the campaign has also been a way to act on our sacred values that are so sorely threatened in these united times. Values like restoring to the American people the gift of a government that is not just of the people, but that is by the people and for the people as well. Values like acting to protect our children and our grandchildren from as much as possible of the disruption of our Earth's climate, while also not allowing them to be sacrificed to the short-term greed of fossil fuel companies and the ambitions of politicians who are serving them.
Hear, hear.
Values like behaving honorably and constructively in our politics. For example, working to expand Medicaid, rather than being like the Republicans in the General Assembly who have blocked it just to stick it to the president for pure partisan purposes. By not expanding Medicaid, they have willingly injured the Virginia economy, damaged our rural hospitals, not to mention leaving about 400,000 Virginians without health care security. And in almost every other developed country, this is a citizen's right. Well, these are the messages that we're taking into the public arena. And this district is full of people who are contributing to this effort in inspiring ways. We're a lean campaign that runs on the many donations from many regular people. No PACs, no big corporate funding. And the Democrats in this district have been so supportive and such a joy to work with. We've had some wonderful meet and greets, some great ideas contributed, a wonderful fundraiser at a winery, a lot of wonderful events, and people have come forward to help in many ways. And there's one couple in their 60s in Harrisonburg who are so committed that they have canvassed the whole city of Harrisonburg, every appropriate address. They have knocked on the door, including other towns in Rockingham County. Really inspiring. Well, our campaign runs on volunteer effort, but of the highest quality. We've got a good writer who puts out position papers, as well as regular updates to campaign supporters. And our field operation is run by a woman who specializes in being a fill-in CEO for nonprofits who are in a state of transition. That takes someone who's a quick study, and she's doing a great job. And the head of the JMU Young Democrats, Carter Black, has been a great asset to the campaign, and she's been operating the social media. Well, all of them are contributing way beyond their job description. And I want to mention my favorite volunteer, my husband, Andy Schmuckler. Many of you first met Andy when he ran for Congress in 2012 against Bob Goodlatte. He ran a spirited, creative, and bold campaign. Andy is a visionary thinker, and he has provided much of the vision for my campaign.
Yes.
Thank you. So this race, yes, this race is something of a David and Goliath contest. Money being the usual measure of a campaign strength, we are clearly the shepherd boy with the slingshot. But we are a more formidable campaign than the dollar difference suggests. That's because our campaign has something important to say. And that is a kind of strength that money cannot buy. We have only a small fraction of the big bucks at the disposal of the Koch brothers funded Mark Obenshain, but that has not stopped us from getting out a strong message. Like through a powerful 1-minute ad that is running again and again on 3 major radio stations in the district. It's an ad about the problem of big money and politicians like Mark Obenshain stealing our democracy. And the ad concludes, "This battle goes beyond liberal versus conservative, for it is the first duty of an American patriot to protect the great gift our founders gave us." So our campaign is one for true American patriots, people who understand what this country was supposed to be about, and people who love their country and want to make our politics once again the means by which we as a people work together toward a good future for our nation and its people. We are fighting now for all of that in this campaign, a campaign that is going up against a fine specimen of what's gone wrong on the other side of the political divide. A man who takes money from the anti-democracy Koch brothers, a man who works to pass laws that give Dominion power money it shouldn't have at the expense of us, the people. A man who killed in the committee that he heads a measure that would have made Virginia part of the climate solution. A man so deep in the toxic politics of today's Republican Party that he is glad to sabotage a portion of President Obama's signal achievement, Obamacare, at cost to everyone, just to hurt the president. Yes, my opponent is an excellent representative of what we have to defend our sacred values against. And challenging him has been rewarding for me, allowing me to act from my love for my grandchildren, for my love of the natural world, my love of justice, and my love of this country. This campaign may or may not have the capacity to move votes in this 70-30 district. But one thing we can say, this campaign has rattled Mark Obenshain because we have rallied together to speak the moral truth about our politics today. And we've done so with integrity and passion. Thank you.